Hey there, this is the Meandering Newfoundlander. Just a quick note before you watch this video. The first 6 minutes of this video, the footage is horrible. I just gotta say that up front. For some reason, the settings on my action camera, the exposure settings were off and just blew out the highlights. Everything that was bright became brighter, and I did as best as I could to fix that in editing, but of course it's nowhere near perfect. But I decided to go ahead and publish it anyway because some nice great drone footage in there. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it, despite the errors. I finally got out on my bike again. It's been 7 months, I think. It's been about 6 months since I left the house and did anything really. So this is a bonus for me today. Anyway, I'm just passing through the community of Cape Royal, and I'm going to be taking you to see Calvert. I was there several months ago, but it was a thick of fog, and it was so the view wasn't that great. Anyway, I got construction here, so I'm going to hold up. Anyway, I'll be back on the road again in a second. Well, here we are. We made it. I'm just going to putt around a little bit and enjoy the scenery. Definitely a lot clearer than the last time I was here. The last time was nothing but fog. Oh, I was supposed to go down that road. Oh well, we'll give a little tour around this way first. It doesn't go much further this way. I think just to the top of the hill it turns into Ferryland. So this is all Calvert. I don't really know much about the history of this place. I should have looked it up before I came here. Yeah, which way to get down there? Probably this way. Had to be careful on all that grit. Roads are full of sand and I was going to go out on that wharf, but it looks like there's people out there working on their boats or getting ready. I'd say they're getting ready for the crab fishery now. That's a pretty cool house. I like the color of that for some reason. Yeah, there's people out there working on their boats. I don't really feel comfortable going out there on bike. Because they probably got their stuff laid out all across the wharf and that. So I'll be just a hindrance, a nuisance. So I'll pass this time. See, there's all the crab pots. Yeah, totally blocked off. I wouldn't have made it out there. Can I go down there on a bike? Looks awfully sandy. I don't think I'm going to try it. I'd like to go down to that picnic table and hang out there for a bit. Guess not. So this is Calvert. As with every other Newfoundland community, they're very scenic. The Inn of Capelin Bay. Well, there's not much else out that way. I think I'm going to turn around right here. Looks like a good spot. Alright, I think I'll stop here for a minute. Well, I'm going to put my drone up and get a few clips. One thing I did notice on the camera is that the settings weren't proper. Everything was kind of bright, so hopefully I can edit that a little bit to make it not as bright when I get home. That's it. It's the first time I used my camera in about 7 months, so I forget everything. I forget all the settings. I got to start over from the beginning and learn it all again, and it sucks. That's the joys of having a messed up mind. Mental health issues, they really take a toll. You forget stuff easily. Looks like a decent spot to go sit and fly my drone from. Just got to watch out for those wires up there. The wind is not too bad. Should be able to get a couple clips. And it's been about 7 months since I flew my drone too, so hopefully I remember how to fly it. We shall see in a couple minutes. Not a bad day for a ride though. It's a little bit cool. The temperature fluctuated between 5 and 7 degrees the whole way down, so it wasn't too bad. Hi. Adjust my ND filter so that way things don't get overblown, too bright or too dark. Might be okay, I think. Alright, here we go. Home point updated. See, there she is, hovering for me. Alright, I'm going to focus on this now. Alright, that's done. First time in 7 months. Had a few jitters, a few nervous moments there, but I survived. My drone came back, so that's a good thing. Anyway, time to get on the bike again and hit her back. I always forget my handbrake on this thing. Well, that was a nice little ride. I'm glad I came out. Blew off some of the cobwebs. Still got lots of bug guts left on my bike from last year, though. So the last 7 months have actually been a rough 7 months for me, all because of my mental health issues. In the fall, I spent most of the fall doing ketamine treatments, intravenous, and unfortunately they didn't work. They're supposed to be good for treatment-resistant depression, and that's what I have, because nothing seems to be working. So I spent all my fall doing that, and then the winter, I spent all my winter doing transcranial magnetic stimulation, which is where they hook these magnets to your head and just start sending these pulses to your brain, and it's supposed to help treat depression. But again, with me, it didn't work. And it was, it's frustrating. It's demoralizing when you spend 10 years working on trying to fix yourself and you just can't do it. And I don't know if it was the the treatments themselves that was not effective, or maybe it was the appointments, because when I was doing the transcranial magnetic stimulation, for example, I had to do 5 appointments every week. Like every single day, Monday to Friday, I had to go in and get a treatment done. And appointments caused me a lot of anxiety. It's like I haven't had an appointment now in about a week or so, but yet I go to bed at night and I can't sleep because I'm thinking I got an appointment in the morning or later on the next day. So it's not the best mindset to be in. So anyway, that's where I've been the last 7 months and why I haven't been doing anything. I just can't leave the house. My anxiety has been just up through the roof. Just thinking about the future, thinking about everything, and it's just all overwhelming. Like memories are like things that happen in the military, things that going on in life, things that I anticipate is going to happen in life. All those things just overwhelm me, and I shut down. I spend most of my time now in my shed. I'll go out and I'll medicate and throw on some old cassette tapes that I own, that I have from back in the 80s. And that seems to do the trick for at least temporarily, but unfortunately it all comes back. It's like that old story about the big black dog that's always following you around. It's always there lurking. So my hope is that after today, now that I got my bike out for a first ride, that I'm going to be inspired and motivated and pushed to go out for more rides. And who knows, maybe I'll stop making videos again. Maybe I will keep making them. I don't know. It depends on my mindset on the day. So this one I know wasn't the greatest video. I made better, especially in the beginning with the coloring of the exposure settings were off. Anyway, that's it. That's all I can do. I can't fix it now. So anyway, I'm going to stop babbling and I'm going to keep focusing on my ride now and just head home and enjoy the scenery. So thanks for joining me again. Sorry for the long delay between videos. But that's it. Life happens and shit happens, and
and you just got to deal with it whatever way you can, and that's why I'm riding today. Hopefully this will help me deal with it. So anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you in my next video.